The social studies are interdisciplinary or integrated curriculum by their nature. Subject matter is formed from the fusion of the humanities such as history, geography, economics, anthropology, political science, and social studies. The social studies begin with everyday life at home and then expands to the community, the nation, and then the world. Social studies content in kindergarten through grade 4 include living and working together in families and communities now and long ago. Students should be able to discuss family life now and in the past, and family life in various places. Students should also be able to explain the history of the local community and how communities in North America varied historically. Early elementary grade social studies content also includes the history of the student's own state or region. Students should be able to discuss the people, events, problems, and ideas that were significant in creating the history of their state or region. Another element is the history of the United States, democratic principles and values, and the people from many cultures who contributed to its cultural, economic, and political heritage. Students should be able to explain how democratic values came to be and how they have been exemplified by people, events, and symbols. They should also be able to explain the causes and nature of movements of large groups of people into and within the United States, now and historically. And students should also be able to present the folklore or other cultural contributions from various regions of the United States and how they helped to form a national heritage. Social studies also includes the history of people from many nations around the world. Students should be able to discuss selected attributes and historical developments of societies in Africa, the Americas, Asia, and Europe. And students should be able to model major discoveries in science and technology, some of their social and economic effects, and the major scientists and inventors responsible for them. From an overarching perspective, the National Social Studies Standards promote social studies curriculum as a tool to help students acquire and develop skills, attitudes, insights, and become competent in processes that lead to thinking, feeling, and acting as knowledgeable, purposeful, and responsible citizens in a rapidly changing society. Because social studies is often relegated to 1 or 2 brief afternoon sessions each week, teachers often integrate content with other instructional components. For example, one standard requires students to understand the differences between maps and globes by identifying oceans and land through various activities, observations, and discussions. During a language arts reading session, I might have children read an adventure story that includes a treasure map. Discussions would focus on how to correctly read the map and to discover where the treasure is located. We would also compare and contrast the map's design with that of a globe and determine which is a better tool for a traveling adventurer. Integrating social studies curriculum is also quite simple because the classroom itself is a community through which students can develop knowledge and skills to work together, take risks, develop personal responsibilities, and participate as citizens. Content can easily be included in morning meetings and throughout the day. As the teacher, you will provide support that promotes and enhances the learning process. Lessons will include visual cues, a wide array of materials and resources, and multiple forms of technology. Students will also be able to showcase their work, honoring a community of learners.
Created using Powtoon.